FBI issues warrant as Elon Musk sues, Whoopi Goldberg disappears. Amidst the chaos, Whoopi Goldberg expresses fear of being deported by Donald Trump. As one of Hollywood's most outspoken figures, she has never hesitated to challenge powerful individuals. But this time, it's more than just heated debates on television. She's on the run. Is Goldberg truly evading the law, or is she escaping something far bigger? Could this be a power struggle between media, politics, and tech billionaires? She fears Trump. She fears deportation. But what is she truly afraid of? Or perhaps the most unsettling question is, what truth is she unable to reveal? These are just perspectives from my viewpoint. I make no definitive claims. However, if these speculations hold any truth, Whoopi Goldberg's story is far from over. For decades, Goldberg has been a shining icon in Hollywood, leaving a lasting impact through her distinctive roles and bold personality. Yet, on a March morning in 2025, shocking news spread. Whoopi Goldberg had abruptly left the United States. Reports linked her sudden departure to an F.B.I. warrant, reportedly following a lawsuit by billionaire Elon Musk. Rumors of Goldberg fleeing the country quickly gained traction on social media and news outlets. Multiple sources indicated that she had boarded a private jet to an undisclosed location just before the warrant was issued. While some fans expressed concern and disbelief, others questioned the credibility of the claims. According to reports, Goldberg took the late-night flight only hours before law enforcement could act. Her whereabouts remain unknown, fueling speculation that she may have traveled to Europe or a nation without an extradition treaty with the U.S. The secrecy surrounding her departure has only deepened public intrigue. Many believe she had prior knowledge of the arrest warrant and orchestrated an escape plan well in advance. Some sources claim she consulted with legal and security experts to ensure a safe exit. The timing of her departure, just before the warrant was issued, lends weight to this theory. Fans were left in shock, flooding social media with messages of support, nostalgia, and hope that she would overcome her current predicament. Goldberg's sudden disappearance raises pressing questions. Is she merely avoiding media scrutiny, or is there something far more serious at play? What exactly is the FBI warrant about? How is Elon Musk's lawsuit connected? For now, the mystery remains unsolved, leaving the public both curious and anxious. Whoopi Goldberg versus Elon Musk, a legal battle that shook Hollywood. Whoopi Goldberg's legal troubles began after she openly criticized former President Donald Trump's policies, expressing concern that they could lead to wrongful deportations, even her own. During a televised discussion, she warned, "You just gotta keep your eyes open, y'all. If they can just come up and take somebody because they've decided you're that person, any one of us could find ourselves deported to a country we've never even been to." Her remarks sparked controversy, drawing a strong response from Elon Musk. As the head of the Department of Government Effectiveness DOGE, Musk accused Goldberg of spreading misinformation and inciting public panic. Claiming that her statements damaged his reputation, he swiftly filed a defamation lawsuit against her. The lawsuit quickly became a media sensation, attracting widespread public attention. Shortly after the case was filed, the FBI launched an investigation, uncovering undisclosed evidence linked to Goldberg. Based on their findings, a warrant for her arrest was issued. However, the specifics of the evidence remain classified, fueling speculation about the severity of the case. As news broke, major media outlets reported on Goldberg's sudden departure from the United States, analyzing possible reasons behind her exit and the legal implications she might face. The intense media scrutiny placed further pressure on Goldberg and her family, while authorities coordinated efforts to locate and bring her back to face the charges. Her current whereabouts remain unknown, and the public continues to follow the case closely, eager for answers. Many hope the truth will emerge and justice will prevail. A long-standing feud turns into a legal battle. Throughout her career, Goldberg has never shied away from political controversy. But this lawsuit is unlike any she has faced before. When Elon Musk, billionaire founder of Tesla and SpaceX, decided to take legal action, Hollywood was thrown into an unprecedented media storm. This was more than just a clash between two high-profile figures. It became a battle over free speech, honor, and political influence. Goldberg and Musk had long been at odds, frequently clashing over political and social issues in the media. However, their rivalry reached a boiling point when Goldberg's comments about Trump's administration gained traction. Elon Musk, a vocal supporter of Trump, viewed her remarks as deliberate fear-mongering and an attack on both the administration and himself. Just days later, he officially filed a lawsuit, accusing her of defamation, slander, and damaging his public image. The animosity between the two was nothing new. Goldberg had publicly criticized Musk numerous times for his polarizing statements on politics, technology, and society. In return, Musk had repeatedly fired back, often mocking her in public discourse. Now, their conflict has escalated beyond words, turning into a legal and political firestorm with far-reaching consequences. Whoopi Goldberg versus Elon Musk, a legal clash that shook Hollywood. The conflict between Whoopi Goldberg and Elon Musk intensified on social media, but until now, their disputes had remained in the realm of public debate, never escalating to legal action. This time, however, was different. "This isn't just about me," Musk declared at a press conference after filing the lawsuit. "When someone spreads false information about an administration and a movement working to make this country better, it affects all of us. I won't let it slide." Goldberg, known for her fearless and outspoken nature, was quick to respond. Before the lawsuit was even officially accepted, she fired back, "If you want to sue me for speaking my mind, go ahead. But remember, I'm not the one who's afraid of the truth." Despite her defiant stance, Goldberg likely didn't anticipate how serious the situation would become. What began as a civil defamation lawsuit quickly took a more dramatic turn when federal authorities became involved. From civil suit to criminal investigation. Initially, Musk's lawsuit was purely civil, but soon after, the FBI launched an investigation into Goldberg's statements. Reports suggest they uncovered information that could elevate the case from a dispute between two public figures to a potential criminal matter. While the specifics remain undisclosed, sources hint that the allegations may involve security concerns or internal government information. A prevailing theory suggests Goldberg may have accessed or shared classified details, turning this case into something far more serious than a standard legal battle. Suspicion only grew when Goldberg abruptly left the United States without explanation, right after the FBI stepped in. This fueled speculation that she might have foreseen more severe charges and preemptively fled. Hollywood was left stunned by the FBI's involvement. It's rare for a civil lawsuit to transform into a criminal case, especially when it involves a celebrity of Goldberg's stature. Reports indicate that authorities seized documents, questioned individuals from Goldberg's inner circle, and even examined her electronic devices. Some speculate that she may have possessed or disclosed information the government wanted to keep hidden. When pressed for comment on whether the government was intervening to protect Musk's reputation, the White House issued a brief response. The administration does not interfere with ongoing investigations. For many, however, this statement did little to dispel suspicions of a deeper connection between Musk and federal authorities. A divided Hollywood and an uncertain future. As news of the lawsuit spread, Hollywood found itself sharply divided. Some of Goldberg's longtime colleagues, actors, directors, and producers, rallied behind her, condemning the lawsuit as an attack on free speech. Meanwhile, Musk's supporters argued that Goldberg had crossed a line and should be held accountable for her words. The controversy took a toll on Goldberg's career. Some studios began reconsidering their contracts with her, and several sponsors distanced themselves, wary of the legal battle's potential fallout. The biggest question remains, is this the end of Whoopi Goldberg's celebrated career, or will she find a way to turn the tide? With Hollywood on edge and the case still unfolding, the entertainment industry braces for what could be one of the most dramatic legal battles in recent history. Whoopi Goldberg, a Hollywood icon or a pawn in a larger game? One of the entertainment industry's biggest stars has disappeared, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. Whoopi Goldberg, actress, talk show host, and cultural icon, is no longer just a controversial TV personality. She now finds herself at the center of a federal investigation, facing accusations that no one could have predicted. The most pressing question remains, Is Goldberg truly guilty of a crime, or is she merely a pawn in a larger power struggle she doesn't fully understand? When news of the FBI warrant broke, Hollywood was thrown into turmoil. Many found it hard to believe that someone of Goldberg's stature, an Oscar-winning actress, a respected talk show host, and a major influence in the arts, could become the target of a federal investigation. Yet, the warrant wasn't just a baseless rumor. According to credible sources, the FBI has officially listed Whoopi Goldberg as a wanted individual on charges related to unauthorized access and misuse of confidential information. This is far bigger than a lawsuit, an anonymous government source revealed. There are things happening behind the scenes that the public has yet to uncover. Did Goldberg stumble upon something powerful? The key mystery now is, what exactly did Goldberg do to warrant such a strong federal response? The media wasted no time investigating. Leaked documents suggest that Goldberg may have, whether intentionally or not, gained access to sensitive information about some of the most influential figures in tech and politics, including Elon Musk. What began as a civil lawsuit between Goldberg and Musk has now escalated into a broader federal inquiry, with investigators reportedly scrutinizing Goldberg's connections to journalists, politicians, and even known hackers. One particularly alarming leak suggests that Goldberg had contact with a group known for exposing confidential information online. This revelation sparked a chilling question. Did Goldberg possess damaging secrets about Musk or other powerful entities? And if so, how did she obtain them? You don't just wake up one morning and suddenly find yourself being pursued by the FBI. Something significant must have happened, a political analyst commented. A fight for privacy or a dangerous gamble? The investigation became even more complicated when Goldberg's personal emails and messages came under scrutiny. Reports indicate that, in recent months, she had been engaging in private discussions with social activists and investigative journalists. While these conversations could have been innocent, many now wonder whether Goldberg was sitting on explosive information that powerful individuals wanted to suppress. A crucial detail in this case is Goldberg's long-standing advocacy for privacy rights and her outspoken criticism of government surveillance. She has been a vocal opponent of major tech corporations, particularly those owned by Musk, such as Tesla and X, formerly Twitter, for their ability to collect and exploit user data. In a recent discussion, Goldberg made a statement that now carries a much deeper meaning. If they can track everything we do, everything we say, what kind of freedom do we really have? At the time, her words were seen as a political opinion, but now some speculate whether Goldberg was simply an advocate for free information, or if she had actively obtained secrets that some would go to great lengths to keep hidden. In an era where information equals power, possessing or leaking critical details can make someone a target. Did Goldberg go too far? And if so, is she now paying the ultimate price? As the case unfolds, the world watches anxiously, waiting to uncover the truth behind one of Hollywood's most shocking legal battles. Whoopi Goldberg versus Elon Musk. A legal battle or a power struggle? What began as a lawsuit has evolved into something far more significant. A battle for power between the media and the tech industry. In recent years, Elon Musk has expanded his influence beyond technology and finance, making bold moves in the media space, especially after acquiring X, formerly Twitter. His clashes with journalists, major news outlets, and even Hollywood have been frequent, as he challenges narratives that don't align with his views. On the other hand, Whoopi Goldberg has long been one of the most outspoken figures in the entertainment world, with the ability to shape public opinion through her platform. This confrontation isn't just personal, it's deeply political. Some analysts speculate that this lawsuit is merely the surface of a much larger conflict. Could Musk be using the legal system to take down Goldberg? Or is Goldberg attempting to expose something Musk would rather keep hidden? The truth remains unclear, but one thing is certain. This is no ordinary legal dispute. The deeper the case goes, the more questions arise. Did Goldberg truly cross a line? Or is she a victim of a larger political and corporate agenda? Hollywood's silence, abandonment, or fear. Many of Goldberg's colleagues have come to her defense, claiming this is an orchestrated effort to destroy her reputation. Whoopi has always spoken her mind, and now she's being punished for it. an anonymous Hollywood insider shared. Yet, Musk's supporters argue that Goldberg went beyond activism, that she may have genuinely engaged in wrongdoing. With Goldberg in hiding, speculation runs wild. Is she a fugitive, or is she being silenced by forces beyond her control? As tensions rise, Hollywood finds itself in turmoil. The city of glitz and glamour now highlights stark divisions among those who once stood together. Once regarded as one of the most powerful and respected voices in the industry, Whoopi Goldberg's name is now more controversial than ever. The deafening silence of Hollywood, perhaps even more shocking than the lawsuit itself, is the eerie silence from Goldberg's once loyal friends and colleagues. When news of the FBI warrant broke, many expected Hollywood's biggest names to rally around her. Whether you supported or opposed her, no one could deny her impact on the entertainment world. She's not just an Academy Award-winning actress. She's been one of America's most influential talk show hosts for over 2 decades on The View. Yet, instead of vocal support, there was nothing. No public statements, no tweets, no words of solidarity. Even Oprah Winfrey, who had once shared a close bond with Goldberg, remained silent. Many expected actors who had worked alongside her, perhaps even the late Robin Williams had he been alive, to speak up. But they didn't. It was as if Hollywood had collectively decided to stay out of this fight. Why? Do they believe Goldberg is guilty, or are they afraid of something bigger than her reputation? Of course, not everyone turned away. A handful of longtime colleagues have come forward, risking their own standing in the industry to defend her. But as the controversy deepens, one question lingers: who is truly behind Goldberg's downfall? Is she merely a casualty of a larger war? Or is there something she knows that powerful figures don't want revealed? And, most importantly, what will she do next? Whoopi Goldberg. A battle for justice or a fight for survival? As the controversy surrounding Whoopi Goldberg escalates, reactions from Hollywood remain deeply divided. Some of her closest colleagues have stepped forward in her defense, while others have seized the opportunity to distance themselves, or even condemn her. Anna Navarro, a familiar face on The View, passionately defended Goldberg on live television. This is outrageous. Whoopi has always been a truth teller, and now they're trying to silence her. We need to ask ourselves, who stands to gain from this? Joy Behar, a longtime friend and co-host, echoed similar sentiments. I've known Whoopi for decades. She's bold, she's outspoken, but she's not a criminal. Something about this whole situation just doesn't add up. Their statements ignited a fierce debate. Is this lawsuit genuinely about justice, or is it a calculated effort to silence Goldberg? A divided Hollywood. Supporters versus critics. While some stood by Goldberg, others saw the situation as an opportunity to distance themselves, or even take a swipe at her. A veteran actor who had previously worked with Goldberg made a cryptic remark. Maybe it's time for some people to take responsibility for their words and actions. No one is above the law. Prominent figures in the media, many of whom had clashed with Goldberg in the past, didn't hesitate to criticize her. They claimed she had overstepped her boundaries, using her platform to manipulate public perception. Now, they argued, she was simply facing the consequences of her actions. But what's most striking is that some of these criticisms didn't just come from her longtime detractors. They also came from individuals who had once stood beside her. Does this suggest that Goldberg isn't just battling a lawsuit? Is she up against a far more powerful force, one intent on erasing her from the industry altogether? The bigger debate, free speech or accountability. Beyond Goldberg's case, Hollywood has been thrust into a larger discussion. Are artists truly free to express their views, or must they constantly tread carefully to avoid becoming targets of powerful forces? Her supporters argue that this is a blatant attack on free speech, a punishment for speaking out against those in power. However, her critics counter that, with great influence comes great responsibility. They insist that Goldberg cannot use her status to spread controversial claims without facing repercussions. The divide is evident not just on television, but across social media, film industry forums, and even behind closed doors at Hollywood's elite gatherings. Who is right? Who is wrong? The answer remains unclear. But one thing is certain. Whoopi Goldberg is no longer an untouchable figure in Hollywood. The harsh reality. Can Goldberg make a comeback? There is an unspoken rule in Hollywood. You can make mistakes, you can have scandals, but if you have enough support, you can always find a way back. This time, however, things are different. If this case is not just a media-fueled controversy, but a full-fledged legal battle, Goldberg's path to redemption will be far more difficult. Some producers are reconsidering their partnerships with her, and several of her projects have already been put on indefinite hold. For decades, Goldberg was an icon in Hollywood. But now, if the entire industry turns its back on her, does she have any chance of returning? Or is this the end of her legendary career? The unfinished story. The media frenzy continues, cameras flashing outside the federal courthouse where the high-stakes legal clash between Elon Musk and Whoopi Goldberg is reaching its boiling point. But Goldberg herself is nowhere to be seen. She left the United States on a mysterious flight, leaving behind a storm of speculation and a trail of unanswered questions. Yet, even in her absence, the battle rages on. Elon Musk versus Whoopi Goldberg, a legal battle that shakes the nation. With his relentless determination and vast influence, Elon Musk has vowed to see this lawsuit through to the end. No one can escape accountability just by disappearing, he declared. As the courtroom drama unfolds, the world is caught in an unprecedented media firestorm. Despite Whoopi Goldberg's departure from the U.S., her legal team continues to fight Musk's allegations. However, the Tesla CEO remains unwavering. Justice must be served. It doesn't matter who you are, how famous you are, or where you run, the truth will always catch up to you, Musk posted on X, a statement that went viral within hours. A media war begins. Major news outlets, CNN, The New York Times, and The Washington Post, launched deep investigations into Musk's claims, while others scrutinized his true motives. The central question remains, what did Goldberg actually do? And why is Musk so determined to pursue this case? A divided public, supporters versus critics. Outside the courthouse, hundreds of demonstrators have gathered, split into two fiercely opposed groups. On one side, Goldberg's supporters hold up signs reading, "Whoopi is innocent. This is a media witch hunt." They argue that she is not a criminal, but a victim of a calculated media purge. They question Musk's motives, suggesting that this lawsuit is nothing more than a personal vendetta disguised as legal action. Meanwhile, across the street, her critics chant, "No one is above the law. Whoopi must be," and held accountable. This group believes that Goldberg has something to hide, that if she were truly innocent, she wouldn't have fled the country. Social media, frenzy, and Hollywood fallout. The internet has become an all-out battlefield. Old clips of Goldberg are resurfacing, dissected for hidden meanings. Tweets exchanged between Goldberg and Musk are being scrutinized, fueling speculation. What started as a lawsuit has now exploded into a cultural war, a battle between media influence and the power of tech billionaires. And if Goldberg is convicted, her decades-long career could collapse overnight. Movie contracts, television appearances, and business ventures she invested in all hang in the balance. Sources from Hollywood whisper that major studios have quietly removed her name from future projects, while brands that once partnered with her are keeping their distance. Hollywood forgives, but it never forgets, an industry insider told TMZ. If this case turns against Whoopi, she might never make a comeback. Will Goldberg return to face justice? The FBI warrant remains active, and federal agents are still tracking her whereabouts. Speculation is rampant. Some claim she's hiding in Europe, where she has influential allies in the arts. Others believe she's in a country without an extradition treaty with the U.S. But how long can she stay in hiding? A close source revealed to the press, Whoopi is considering all her options. She knows she can't run forever. If she comes back, it will be on her own terms. Does that mean Goldberg is planning a dramatic return? Two scenarios emerge. She will reappear in court, turning the trial into the most watched media spectacle of the year. She will remain in exile, disappearing from public life forever. For now, the world watches, waiting for Whoopi Goldberg's next move. Vanish forever, living a life shrouded in mystery, hidden away where no one can ever find her. The answer remains unknown, but one thing is certain. If Whoopi Goldberg ever returns, she will face the fiercest legal battle of her life. Hollywood has seen its fair share of scandals, but this case is unlike anything before. A legendary actress caught in a whirlwind of legal turmoil. One of the world's most powerful billionaires refusing to back down. An F.B.I. warrant, a deeply divided public, and a storm of unanswered questions. At its core, is this truly about justice? Or is Goldberg merely a pawn in a much larger power struggle, one unfolding behind the scenes, beyond what the public can see? No matter how this saga ends, one thing is undeniable. Hollywood will never forget the battle between Whoopi Goldberg and Elon Musk. Will she return to face her fate, or has the curtain fallen on one of the industry's most enduring legends? Only time will tell.